good. They really don't know what they're playing with. And I just don't deal with them again. You know what I'm saying? But,
Hey, start from verse 10. 6 verse 10. So I don't mean to cut you. I don't mean to cut you.
Ephesians chapter 6 verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in power of his might.
Right? The power of his might. What's the power? Because right now we don't have shit. We ain't got no swords and shit.
No.
What's the power that we have? It's just truth, man. This is our shield. This is our buckler. You know what I mean? When Yahweh Shai was being tempted 40 days in the wilderness, 40 days and nights, what was he beating Satan with? The word, man.
Word.
That's what he was beating. That's what he was mashing up Satan with. You kept cutting him with the word. So showing you that you brothers need to know the word. You gotta be strong. How do you be strong? By getting into these scriptures, man.
Right.
You can't be strong and not know the scriptures.
No.
You gotta know the scriptures, man. The scripture says what? Take the roll, eat the roll, the whole thing.
It came out there.
Hold on, wait. Say again.
Says that they're strong man shall cry.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
All these roadmen that you see around about, they're gonna cry.
They're gonna cry because they ain't got no protection.
You're gonna protect you. You know, sorry to cut you. I like to have a conversation, a meaningful conversation. You know what I mean? That's what makes me happy. You know, just having a conversation.
You're gonna get that
something.
You're only gonna release. That's it.
Do you know what?
You ain't gonna get no. Because remember, the Lord's what is he? He's taking wisdom and understanding from the wisdom. How do you understand it?
Yes.
A woman, bro, she's just gonna add to your affliction, bro. She's not gonna add to your comfort. She's not going to.
She bring you down. You mean
And they're too emotional too. They operate from emotions.
They're
not rational.
Irrational. They think you can't even say something to them. They like, oh, what do you say that for? It's not
Yeah, you see.
They're getting the
You see?
You know what I'm saying?
You said the truth.
You know? The truth.
And the truth will
That's
set
the
you
worst thing.
Truth. I'm telling you, they don't like the truth. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, they don't like when you tell them the truth. I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, it's true.
And you're trying to help them as well.
Trying to help them. You're trying to make her grow. You're trying to make her into a better woman.
Yes.
But she don't understand it.
You're the woman in the
You don't understand that. You don't understand that.
Basically, look, you have women that have been in domestic abuse, right, with men. Now you go and catch a woman like that, you try and uplift her and that.
Yeah.
No, I don't love her. She wants me to beat her and that. You know, you show me that I'm loving her. I'm thinking, no, crazy bitch. I'm telling you, you got some crazy women out there, man. You know what I'm saying?
Trust me, I met them. You know. No. With them. Right.
What's that all about, man?
Those are the same women that say they want a decent man.
Yeah, you know.
But they want a man that beat them. That whoop their ass. A prison man, a man that's a felon in prison.
That's the next thing. I don't understand. You have a man who's going to work hard, you know what I mean, to buy his car, to look after his family and that, right? And then you have a man who's going out and killing people in a gangster, he's got nice mature feet, gold ring. The woman wants him.
Yeah, no. They've been like that since school. You have to understand.
Esau's made it comfortable.
Exactly.
It's the thing. So that's what they're attracted to. But Esau's made it like.
And really, it's evil. Our people, they're naturally attracted to evil.
Yeah.
It's the flesh, man. The same way we're in the flesh, our women are in the flesh too. So they're subject to evil too. So that's what I'm saying, and you have to understand, man, is that wisdom really applies to men, man. You know, this becomes your woman.
Yeah.
That's why when Solomon was singing the songs about Solomon, songs of Solomon, he was singing about wisdom. You know, he's singing about wisdom. This becomes your woman. Because these women out here, man, you can't trust them, man. But a lot of them are gonna die. But anyway,
They throw you under the bus as well. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is what I'm saying.
but going back to, because we're talking about the woman, right? But the word principalities in that word, Ephesians 6 verse 10. The word there is the first place principality, rule or magistracy of angels and demons. Angels and demons. Yeah. So we're finding again. Ephesians 6 and 10. That we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. You look at the word principality. The word there is R-K. R-K. A-R-K. A-R-C-H-E. But it's pronounced R-K. That's the Greek way to say it.
Okay. It sounds
Yeah,
like
okay, okay.
It sounds like the root of archaic
Okay.
or archi,
Which means
as
angels
in
and
alchemy.
demons.
you mean?
Yeah.
Is that, so what's that called? What's that terminology mean again?
No, well, he's bringing out the definition now.
Now, when I look at the word rulers here, let's look at the word rulers in that same verse. It means Lord, Cosmo Creator, Cosmoc Rator. That's how they say it in Greek. Cosmac Rator, which basically means Lord of the world, Prince of his age, the devil and his demons. The Lord of this world. Who's the Lord of this world? Esau. The Edomites. The prince. That's the prince of this age.
That's right.
Yes, he's the one that made
Of this
Christ.
age. Now,
Exactly. They say it's his world, isn't it? I mean, God made it, but it's his world, isn't it?
and that's what we're trying to say, that the people that are in power, they're all high-level wizards.
But you saw the
masons.
Edomite with a t-shirt on our planet. On my planet or something like that.
That's pride, yeah. That's pride.
Take this shit planet then.
Because the scripture said the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. See, it's not in Esau's nature, the white man nature, or the white woman nature to acknowledge the Most High. It's not in their spirit. If you check most white people, they'll tell you that they're atheists. They will tell you that. And that shows you that Cornelius wasn't an Edomite, man.
That's
If you
right.
go to Cornelius Acts chapter 10, he was a just man.
He said he was a just
Thank you.
man. Yeah.
The scripture says the kingdom will not be given to other people. So
That's right.
It shows you that there is a
Yeah, exactly.
So
Exactly.
he gave alms and he was just. So that should tell you that he was a Hebrew.
Edomite's not going to love the Lord.
He's not gonna love the Lord, man.
no
And they're
Gentiles.
not
being
Because
charitable.
you got our people, man. Because they've been raised up in that the church Christianity, man. Right? The worshipping of Caesar Borgia,
That's right.
the blonde hair, the blue eyes, right? And again, the philosophy of the church is really something called Aleister Crowley, Thelema, doing as thou will and love and acceptance of everybody. That's why all nations can, regardless of your ethnicity, you can all be a Christian. Love and acceptance. Doing as thou will. Now women can be pastors in church. You can be a queer, a sodomite man, and be acknowledged as an honorary
as a
pastor,
Christian member. Yeah.
teaching people about
My
righteousness.
dad watches Coronation Street and it drives me mad. Yeah? But one of the man them is a vicar. And he's not even, basically he's a bum bandit, yeah? But he's got more than multiple partners in that, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that, what are they actually showing people on television? I don't know why it's just normality. You know? So when you got the kids out there coming on from school, they're sitting there watching that. They think it's normal. You know what I'm saying? I mean, really got kids out here, really got to get them and give them the structure, man. You know what I'm saying? Make them know where they come from, and otherwise, I say they just get lost.
Yeah, but you know what, brother? The Most High set up prophets, man, teachers in the last days. Literally, this is the educational school institution. You're not gonna ask the white man, ask permission from the devil to set up an institution to help your people. Esau's not gonna allow that.
That would actually make him look stupid.
In fact,
to be honest.
huh?
That would make him stupid.
That'll make them stupid.
Going down to Egypt for help, man.
Yeah, because you have to understand Esau, the higher ups, they've been trying for centuries to keep this knowledge hidden from us. Why do you think these churches were set up, man? They were set up to keep our people ignorant
That's right.
Yes, I know.
and worshipping them.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But when you come into this truth, your mind is healed, man. You get a sense of peace. You get a peace of mind. Your energy changes, man. You start being at more peace with yourself. You understand?
Can I say something though, right? You know, even though like they would be hiding the truth from you, right? But it don't matter what kind of things would they come, right? People, right? When you sit down and start talking to them, start telling them about certain history and certain knowledge, there's millions of different things you can talk about instead of talking about the rubbish that they talk about. You know what I mean? Most people just do Facebook, social media, and television, television and all that rubbish. You know what I mean? After a while you get bored of that. And once you start hearing the real truth and that, people get enlightened, they get intrigued with that, you know what I mean? There's so many different things you can do in that, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, you just have to hear it, you know what I'm saying? And people won't think it might neither. You know
This is Romans chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind,
Right.
that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. So the scripture says, be not conformed to the world. And as you said, the world is all about pride of life, lust, all these vanities, man.
The ways of the flesh.
It's pretty much, and it's all idolatry. All of this stuff that you're talking about, that's all idolatry. The scriptures say, but you gotta let the scriptures come out, man. It says, in the last days, perilous times shall come. In fact, when you go to 2 Timothy 3 verse 1, this know also that in the last days, perilous times shall come. And perilous means dangerous times. For men shall be lovers of their own selves. Like I said, selfies, man. Instagram. Snapchat, that's it. I don't even know, because I ain't even got none of them things. Them things is effeminate, man. It's got the feminine spirit.
Exactly.
When you get into all that vanities there, all the women, they're into them thing there, man. You know, the feminine men. And my brothers had to force me to get an iPhone, you know. No, my brothers they forced me to download WhatsApp. To get WhatsApp, man. Because I was cool with my little Nokia thing, man. You know, you had to get a little £10 top up. I was cool with that. The only reason why I got this because the internet and, you know, internet, man, that's all. The quick little access to internet, look up things, quick thing, you know. But my brother had to force me for WhatsApp. I was like, what am I getting WhatsApp for? Just use normal phone, man. You know what I mean? Because that whole, Instagram thing, IG models and...
Really, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
It's all the same
All the
thing.
same
It's
thing.
all the same thing.
All that, man.
The Samsung,
You know, because...
the same as the iPhone. You know, there's not much difference. But people buy like spend £1,000 on the iPhone just because it's the iPhone. Why not just get the Samsung to the computer? Exactly the same thing. You're paying £100.
But you know why? But you know why? Because Esau had a little and little to spend more money.
Yeah.
What's that guy? They killed him. The guy that made Apple.
Steve Jobs?
Yeah. But basically, Steve Jobs on the iPhone Apple 5, he had like the hologram. He had everything on there.
Okay.
And that's why they took him out. What they want to do, they want to put little bits on that phone
And make more money out of it. Yeah.
They can put all that information on one phone. They can make a phone, you drop it doesn't even crack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They make it weak.
yeah.
They make it weak
Yeah,
so you can
yeah.
keep buying a new one
Exactly,
and spend the money. But you have to understand is that what's going on is that, like I said, it's all what we're talking about. Right? It says verse 2, but men shall be lovers of their own selves and covetous.
Yeah.
What?
I told him it's gradualism.
Gradualism. Because really, again, the gradualism is gradually pushing people into the new world order, the accepting the new world order. Because if you see the 5G, and then they're having 5G phones now. This girl that I was talking to, but she had the 5G phone, man, and that 5G, you can have that. You can look into that anywhere, man. Anywhere, underground. 5G, you can tap into that anywhere. So pretty much 5G is gonna replace 4G. It's gonna replace 4G. You see the 5G networks. That's basically the Internet of Things. Plugging into the Internet of Things. They want to make a cashless society where they want to get rid of cash and make everything digital. You understand?
IoT.
And it's all they want to put like a chip in you, right? Where they can monitor, they can see you through walls. You come up on the screen. They can invade your privacy, everything. They can hear all your conversations. They can hear everything. So again, that's all. It all starts with this. It's all AI, artificial intelligence,
That's
man.
right.
Getting people into this Internet of Things, man. And so you have to understand. Let's read on. It says, for men shall be lovers of their own souls,
That's right.
covetous. It's all about getting this and getting that.
Getting money.
Now listen. You're judged as a man based off of what you have.
That's right.
Not who you are.
Like if you don't have this, you're not a man. If you ain't got this, you're not a man. But guess what? Yahweh Shai, he didn't have no car.
No.
He didn't even say the foxes have holes and the thing in, but the Son of Man have nowhere to lay his head, man. But he was the greatest man. It's something he was the greatest man that ever lived. The Christians praise him as being the greatest man. But he didn't have all these materialistic things. But he was the son of a carpenter. So he came from a well-to-do family. But he gave all that up just to teach this word, man. That we should follow in that same example. To deny worldly lust, man. Because all the fashions of this world will pass away. This place is condemned, man. I'm telling you, all of this right here, it needs to be purged, man. Fire, nuclear fire needs to purge this time. The practice of the people, and the spirit of this place is perverse, man. It's energy. There needs to be a cleansing. Yeah.
It's going to tell you
See, he knows though. He knows, bro. He knows the spirits are attached to that.
What we should be doing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to build and like, we're way beyond that. We could do much more than that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, people get into one of those dreams here, you know what I'm saying? Right? We don't use that much part of our mind. And this is what it is. It's basically been dumbed down, right? So, just to adapt to the system, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So once you get into that, concept of your mind, where you can like tune into that, tune into that part of your brain, where you can like do miraculous things.
We need to come back onto this truth. That's the main thing.
It's not of our will, man. It's not of our will. We can't decide whether we want to do that or not. It's up to the Heavenly Father who's going to calm that in the law or not. Everything is his will. So you can say people might not want to listen, but it's not even up to them. That's how deep it is.
Right, so it said, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, disobedient to parents. So that's what you got a lot of these children. They're unruly, man. Killing one another. You know what I'm saying? You can't check. Here it is, you as a black, you trying to fix your people, right? You trying to check your little kids. You can't tell them nothing. Because you're the one that's gonna get punished for that. Alright? But also, even in this truth, the scripture says what? Disobedient to parents. So our spiritual parents is our elders, man.
That's right.
You got guys that's inside this truth that don't even acknowledge who taught them.
That's right.
Guys like that, you get angry at them guys, that's disrespectful, that's dishonorable. A man of honor, you'll say, listen, double honor to the elder apostles of Great Millstone that taught me this truth. That's the first thing you do.
Put them in your prayers, man. Keep them in your prayers, man. Like you said, these are men that this truth in us, man.
They've been signed and crying.
And also as well, you got other camps that came from, I believe, from the One West, and they're just doing like some weird doctrine. Bishop Nate. Came up from One West.
Yeah,
so
he did.
To have someone that actually came up from One West pushing the truth is a special thing, man.
It's a special thing.
You know?
Yeah, it is.
Because that's kind of like the ancient past of this awakening, man.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's a delight to hear about the history of how it all began. Abba Bivens, and then man there,
that's right.
Elder Jacob.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Isn't that when the truth came back as well?
Huh?
Isn't that when the truth came
That's
back?
when the truth came back,
That's
man.
right.
Like
Abba
70s,
Bivens.
60s, right?
Yeah,
That's the
70s,
reason why
1970s.
when you call the
60s,
date
70s.
when you call the date 68, I said that's an important year because it's recorded as starting at 69, but it was around 68, 69. So that
You know what I'm
was
saying?
important, yeah.
So yeah, you got guys that are what? It said what? It says blasphemers, disobedient to parents. You got certain guys, man, where even I'm guilty of that. The order came down and said, listen, you're not meant to associate with other camps. I went against them. And that's why I'm by myself. I had other guys with me, but the order was that they would go back to Elder Ma'ad, and I'd have to teach by myself. So I got to deal with it. Now I went against what the elder apostle said. They said, you're not meant to be associated with other camps because it can cause confusion, so forth and so on. I got caught doing it, and I got caught out. I got to deal with it, you know? So again, accountability. The fact that you can take that, right? The scripture says, be cheerful when thou turn to a lower state. And constantly endure. You know what I mean? So that's part of my testimony. It's a good thing it wasn't in winter time, man, because it's not winter time.
I know,
You
right?
know, it's good because summertime it happened, man.
You the most I love, man. He chastised, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
No leaflet. This is the leaflet.
When you back out here again?
Monday, 1:30 to whenever, man. 6. Wherever the spirit.
How about weekends?
No, these brothers are out here on Saturday.
come out on a Saturday.
Okay.
The same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Yeah, man. Right, so it said, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, right? Without natural affection. What's that talking about? Without natural affection.
I being evil towards their brother now, man. To where, you know, instead of even instead of correcting our brothers, we will let them go along in their wickedness. Instead of, like you said, correcting them. That's love.
Yeah, that's all right. But unnatural affection talking about sexual perversion.
Exactly.
Unnatural affection. What's natural affection?
Man and a woman.
A man and a woman. In these last days, you gotta have man and man. Woman, you got woman and woman. Back when I was younger, you didn't see it's like a pandemic now, man.
Yep.
An epidemic of women on women now.
Yep.
Got women dressing up like man.
Yep.
My spirit can't take that, man.
You got men wearing them hair bonnets, man. No women wear them little ghetto hair bonnets.
Yeah.
You got men wearing them shit now,
Shower
man.
captain.
Yeah.
You got men painting their nose, right?
Yeah.
You got man and animals as well.
Huh?
Man and beasts.
Yeah.
Man and beasts.
You got man with machine. You got man with machine.
Robot,
You
yeah,
got man with
robot.
machines, cars, and these things.
man,
Sound. Yeah, there's a documentary on the men that make love to their cars, their vehicles, man. They do so, man.
Tell you, man. These are times we're in, man. We're living in. The scripture says, there
thy
will be
will.
evils. Now, let me get it real quick. Hold on. This is 2nd Ezra. You have to listen to the word. That's the most important thing. I know every man got your heap up in the spirit, but the most greatest thing in a man's life is just to hear the word. You can get saved just off of hearing.
Yep.
That's the greatest thing of a man's life, is just to settle down and listen. Because naturally, scripture says a pressure make of a wise man mad. So naturally, you're vexed.
Yep.
You got a lot on your chest you want to get off. But the greatest thing, man, is just to hearken. Yeah? This is 2nd Ezra 5, verse 1. Nevertheless, as concerning the tokens, behold, the day shall come that they will dwell upon earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith. Like he said, no one wants to talk about God no more. The land is barren of faith.
Yep.
But iniquity shall be increased above that which now thou seest, or that thou hast heard long ago. So iniquity, this is the wickedest time that mankind has ever seen
What's the Sodom and Gomorrah?
in the history of mankind.
Absolutely. It literally is.
This is the wickedest time. That's why when the prophets, when they saw visions of these times, a lot of them felt sick,
Scared.
man.
Yeah.
A lot of them were troubled.
Yep.
Yeah.
A lot of them were grieved, man. A lot of them, they lost their appetite.
Yep.
They were like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? A lot of the prophets felt, Daniel felt sick. Ezra felt sick, man.
Yep.
Moses, all of them.
Yep.
They all saw the times that we're in and the things that people do, and they were like, man, what the
No
blow?
way.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of them fasted a couple days after these
That's
visions,
right.
man. I'm telling you. Right? So verse 3. Listen, it says verse 3 now. And the land that thou seest now to have roots, shall thou see wasted suddenly. You see? So this place of judgment is to be completely wasted by nuclear fire. You know what I mean? So this is back in 2 Timothy 3, verse 3. Again, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, greedy, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of God. You know what I'm saying? That's the times we're living in. I'm telling you. So we're living in very ungodly time. But like I said, the more the elites come down with their wicked agenda, is the more brothers you need to strengthen yourselves, man. Because again, the fight that we're fighting is a spiritual fight, man.
And also, I believe that the elites are sending demons to the elect as well.
That's right. That's
Yeah,
right.
hey, listen, on my YouTube account,
right.
man, every time I do a video, I get somebody come up saying bon fee or something, man. Some weird term, man. I can't, it's not even English. Every video I make, there's always somebody coming in, a different YouTube account. And I type in YouTube account, there's no content. No content, no nothing.
No videos, yeah.
I know it's them witches that they're monitoring my videos. Or they fuck around with your likes. Like I had 5 likes on one, and then all of a sudden it went down to 1.
Yeah.
Any way they can to try and, you know.
They mess around with our videos, man. You know, but we were going back to the Greeks, man. We went way, you know. But you know, because we were going into our history, and that because again we're speaking about the times that we're in, where it's important to understand that in order to ensure our salvation in the time to come, we need to first acknowledge who we are.
That's right. That's right.
We need to acknowledge who we are.
That's right.
And what we're destined for. We have a destiny as a people. Our destiny is not to be underneath Edomites, the Ishmaelites, the Hamites, the different nations of this world. Our destiny was really to be over them.
That's right.
You understand? Now let me get you this, man. You have to listen. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Right? And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy God. See, it's just by listening. And thou will hearken. Right? Blessed shall thou be in the city, and blessed shall thou be in the field, man. So we will be blessed in our cities, the cities of Jerusalem, Jericho, Galilee, Samaria, all them ancient cities there, man. Remember the Holy Land there? Remember the Holy Land? That the Most High cast us out of that land. Yeah, it's a lucky. This here whole land, the Most High led Abraham into this land. Abraham didn't even know where he was going.
That's right.
When the Most High instructed Abraham through vision to say, listen, go into this land and look you all around. And this land will I give to your seed. Black tribes in America. How you mean? In America?
In America.
Yeah, they were over there.
They were over there from even before the slaves.
Before the slaves, the native Indians, they got there after the Assyrian captivity.
Okay, so Syrian.
Yes, you know about the Assyrian captivity. That's the first, the main slavery that we went into, the Assyrian captivity. They enslaved the northern kingdom. After that captivity, they took it upon themselves to migrate to the Americas.
Yep. That's right.
The people that's called the native Indians, the Mexicans, the Peruvians, the Seminole Indians, the Sioux, the Cherokee, the Chickasaw, the Apache, the Apache, they were all people. You see their costumes, they wore fringes in their garments.
Yes, very similar.
Their garments very similar. They believed in what they call Yohewa. There's a man called what's his name? James Edid. James Edid. He wrote a book called The History of the Native Indians.
Yeah.
And he was living among the Indians, and he saw that their customs, their beliefs, their funeral rites, their dietary rules, even the way the tribes were set up, was just like the Israelites. So you have to understand that the Latinos, the indigenous people, they're the tribes also. Now, but like I was going into, to ensure our salvation, one must learn who he is. The idea that we're black people, Jamaican people, African and Negroes, right? These are all labels, man. These are all bywords.
Proverbs,
This is not who that doesn't define who we are as a people collectively. Like some of our people are Jamaican, some of us are Ghanaians, some of us are Nigerians, some of us are Ugandans, some of us are Trinidadians. They say, yo, collectively we are the Israelites.
That's right.
And we came from this land after we exited Egypt. Remember, look here, it's the hieroglyphic here. This is not just a photocopy, right? You see our beards. Look at this, the Egyptians didn't have beards. No, that's their custom. They used to have beards. They shaved their head. They shaved their beard. So and they were tall. The people of Sudan.
Both of them.
Those are the real Egyptians. Tall, dark skin. Clear difference between you and them. Difference. Now, let me give you this. What's that one? The Lord put a difference between us and the Egyptians. That's in Exodus, no? The Lord make a difference between us and the Egyptians. That's in Exodus. Huh? No, the Lord put a difference between us and the Egyptians.
I'm not the precept king. I'll leave it to you guys.
What's that one? The Lord they'll put a difference.
Yeah, I got one.
What's that?
Amos chapter 9 verse 7. Are ye not as the children of the Ethiopians unto me, O children of Israel? Saith Yahweh, have not I brought up Israel out of the land of Egypt, and the Philistines from Captor, and the Assyrians from Ker?
Right, so the Lord brought us out of the land of Egypt. So you gotta know that this is our history, that we are a special people. Somebody get Deuteronomy 14. Where is that verse, man?
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 14, verse 2.
Listen.
For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power, and Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
Read that again.
For thou art a holy people unto Yahweh thy power.
We're a holy people. You see our people killing one another, gangster culture, our women dressing up like whores. That wasn't our ancient way. It's going to say we were a holy people. We were people that did believe in the Most High.
That's right.
Now you're saying you go on the dating website, all these women say they don't believe in God, they've fallen away. You understand? It's going to say what? That we are holy people. When you look up the word holy, the word there is separate.
Separate, set apart.
Meaning we're not like these other nations of people. We're not like the Edomite, the white people there. We're not like the Arabs. You know what I'm saying? We're very unique. We're very distinctive, man. We got certain characteristics, man.
That's what peculiar means.
That's not like
it means. It means we're
we can do
unlike
such
other people.
things that they can't do. We can sing. Our culture is global culture, man.
That's right.
All nations get into rap and hip hop because we made that.
That's right.
But we even made the rock and roll and the blues.
That's right.
You know?
That's
rock
right.
and roll and the blues, we made that.
Everything.
Yeah.
Jacob
Everything.
is the form of all things.
Everything.
The form of all things, man.
I got the precept for you.
You got that? You got that?
Look at this one, yeah?
Hold on. Let him finish. Let him finish.
And Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a peculiar people unto himself above all the nations that are upon the earth.
We're a peculiar people. We're the first people, yeah, that took a baseball cap and turned it backwards.
That's right. That's
made it
right.
cool.
I made it cool.
Jake is the type of person, I'm not promoting it, but he would sag his jeans and make something stupid look cool.
Look cool.
We're a weird people, man.
As well, when the coronavirus was coming out as well, Jake made a video dancing to the coronavirus, man.
Exactly.
Coronavirus dance.
You know what I'm saying?
Coronavirus dance.
We do some nuts things, man. We can take something that's nothing and make it something. We can do that. Esau can't do that. Everything Esau got, he got to steal it.
From us.
He got to steal it. You know who made the White House? Yeah, black man.
We did.
Black, we made that White House, man. But they take credit for the thing.
Oh, you mean building?
Yeah. And not once, twice. Because it got burned down by the British and we had to rebuild it again.
The Great Wall of China as well.
I'm Parliament.
Absolutely.
I'm Parliament.
Yeah. House of Lies. No speaking
All
lies.
them cathedrals as well.
Right.
Even
The original one was.
the anthem to America, there's a Jake that made that national anthem for America.
Yeah.
A coon
Yeah, he
nigga.
was a cool man.
Everything, you know, even peanut butter, and the air cold, like gas masks, like the computers, like
Everything. Everything.
Refrigerators, infrared. We made that.
They
know what I mean?
but they can't do without us.
They can't do without us because we're very profitable. We're Esau. We're very profitable. You know?
It backfires on them in the end because then, like you said, their children start following after our ways and they hate that.
This is it, you know what I'm saying?
Go on.
This is Exodus chapter 11 and 7. It says, but against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know how the Lord doth put a difference between the Egyptians and Israel.
See that? So there's a difference between us and the people of Sudan, the Egyptians, the people that enslaved us. You understand? They got a lot of our people that are trying to claim themselves as being Egyptians. They're trying to say that we're the Egyptians. We're not the Egyptians.
So yeah, that's why you see me in this one.
We were slaves.
I need to start hiding. You're right. I need to start hiding.
You understand that? The Egyptians had us
11 and
enslaved.
7.
So we're not the Egyptians. When you talk about Pharaoh and all that, that's not us. Worshipping Osiris and no, yeah.
in process and that, you know what I mean? And they're still worshipping them now. Even with the clothing and what they got sometimes. You look at some of them like logos on it, it's like what the Egyptian like gods.
Yeah.
All them gods mean a certain time.
Yeah.
Even the days, yeah, I think it was 13 months, is it 13 months instead of 12 months? But they changed it around.
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with all that Egyptian philosophy. You know what I mean?
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Basically, what the brother said there, you know, is that not everyone with melanin in their skin is your people. That's because that's what Esau was out to the world.
No, all skin folk is
it
skin
bunches
folk.
everyone that, you know, how people like to call themselves black people.
Yeah, that's right.
That everyone that with melanin is not your people. Like, for example, the Indian man on the shop, you know, he might be darker than you, but it doesn't mean that he's your people. That's a stumbling block for our people.
Look up that word black. You know that I sent you that definition.
You also got
Hamitic.
Tears.
Hamites.
you got Israelite looking Edomites, man.
Tears. Yeah. Tears.
If I show you my son,
They
you will
cut themselves, they jump up and down, they do things that are not our customs.
That's right.
A lot of the same people.
That's right.
You know, so the West Coast,
That's the confusion of things that it's
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But another thing, in captivity, when empires colonize and conquer, a lot of raping happens. A lot of rape.
What they tend to do is kill the men and impregnate the women so the children look like the conquered nation, but they have the spirit of Eden. And then they use them to control the population. So
That's what happened with what's his name? That guy, what's his name? Not Claudius. The guy that got put over Jerusalem, Israel at the time. Antipater.
Oh, they were Edomites. They were Edomites.
What's his name? What's his name?
And what?
Herod.
Herod. Yeah, they were
Herodian
Edomites.
dynasty.
The Herodians, but they were
Herodian
married
dynasty.
into the elite society. So they were married into
Herodians. He was
the
basically a
Romans. They married into the Greeks, and then their seed now became powerful people.
Yeah, when you say why King Herod,
Yeah.
he was he looked like an Israelite.
Yeah.
But his father was an Edomite.
The Edomite.
Came off that line.
Yep.
His mother was one of us, but his father was an Edomite. So he sat up on the throne like he was one of us, but he
Well,
wasn't.
he wasn't. Yeah.
You see, so the line, the seed. Yeah. But let me. I want to show you something. I'll get.
Yeah.
We're gonna go into this bear for one second.
This is synonyms from the word black.
Right.
Bad, dark,
Right.
evil,
Right.
immoral,
Right.
iniquitous,
Right.
nefarious,
Right.
rotten,
Right.
sinful, unethical,
Right.
unlawful,
Right.
unrighteous,
Want to see that on right?
unsavory,
Right. No, but
vicious.
there's a specific point with the unlawful bit. So the unlawful bit means that if you designate yourself as being black, you're outside of law. So
Yeah.
which means if you go in court and they ask you what's your nationality and you say, well, I'm a black American or I'm a whatever, you've literally placed yourself outside of law. That's how serious that is.
That's serious, man.
Look up the word white, you imitating.
We're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it. It says it. It says it.
What is a lie?
That's black.
We're gonna go into it. We're gonna go into it. Listen. Go on.
Let me continue with there's so many. Yeah? Vile, villainous, wicked, wrong,
Wrong enough.
base, contemptible, despicable, dirty, disreputable, evil-minded, infernal, low, mean, snide,
One second. Say that disresputable. Say that one again.
disresputable.
Right. So that means
Can't dispute anything. You have no argument. You have no say.
That's right. That's the spirit.
See, and this is all descriptions for the word black.
Didn't they
Ignoble.
say
I've not even
Didn't
heard
they
something
say we was half a man or something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Quarter of a man.
Yeah.
That's in their constitution.
Yeah. Yep.
Go on.
Snide, sordid, cruel, infamous, nasty, blamable.
Blamable.
See?
So that's why they blame us for everything.
Of course. 'cause
Anything
it's
that
luck, innit?
happens, man, they blame us
So
for
if
everything.
something happens, they say
anything
the
that
black
goes
person
wrong,
did it.
if anything goes wrong, like the coronavirus, who they trying to blame that on?
The black people.
They trying to say, oh, it came, the Chinese people, the China man, the Moabite man, trying to say, oh, even though it came from Wuhan,
Exactly.
they're trying to say, oh, the black people.
Them Nigerians
They're
are
trying to
going
blame
over there
us.
now. They brought it
All
over.
of a sudden, we
I know
became
they
the
do,
face
they
of
do.
coronavirus. And they're trying to say, oh, the first people that need to take the max is the our people in Africa.
That's
them,
right.
them French motherfuckers, the French motherfuckers, man. They try to say, oh, we need to test
run it in West
run it in
Africa.
Yeah, I remember that first
So they,
time
they blame us for everything that go wrong. Even though Esau, the white man, he's the biggest criminal on planet Earth.
He is the
The
wicked.
biggest pedo, the biggest sodomite, the biggest rapist,
Yep.
the biggest murderer,
Yep.
right? But yet somehow the so-called black man, he's the same black man running around the ghetto with his pants sagging. He's the worst of them all.
He's blamable.
He's
Is
the
that all of them?
scapegoat.
Is there more?
I just want to get, there's so many, but I
Yeah,
just want to get a couple.
bring them out, man. Bring them out.
It's deep, man. It's deep. You see, now you have to understand. Let me just say something. Now, the word black here, the color black, if you stigmatize a certain ethnic group of people as being black, that's what you're saying about them.
That vibration. Yeah.
That you're putting that vibration on them, that cognitive vibration, that spirit, because
That's right.
words have spirits
That's right.
to them. So that's why if you see all the description there, our people are behaving like that now.
It's almost like a
We're behaving
curse.
low, we're
It's like
behaving
a
nasty,
curse, yeah.
we're behaving despicable, we're behaving like that.
Subliminal.
Exactly.
We're behaving like that, man.
Depraved, dissolute, loose, low-minded, perverted, sick,
Sick, you know.
forbidden, illegal,
Forbidden, you know.
wretched, erring,
Red 3-2.
fallen, unseemly, and these are vulgar.
That's
right.
That's right. That's right.
These are spells in the spelling.
I like that's a codable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
Spelling.
That's
spells.
right. That's right.
See?
Even the word
See?
grammar.
You see
Yeah.
that? That's why they call it spellings.
Yeah, spells in the spelling.
Because they come from a spell.
that's a
You're
codable.
casting spells on someone.
Yep.
When we get up in the morning, we say good
see that?
morning.
See that?
See that?
That's deep.
In the morning, we get up and say good morning. That's from the off. We're getting
Yeah.
off straight away from the rise up. But I'll get two more, then I'll go into the white.
To the
Spellings,
white, yeah.
you know. People spell. I mean, that's what
Spell-
who's called spells? Witches.
Spelling is
Witches.
spelling. Witches, yeah.
Witchcraft. That's witchcraft.
energy.
So the word black, that's witchcraft.
Yep.
That's why a lot of our people, they can't get rid of that word, black. They keep referring themselves to black people. It's indoctrinated in their mind. That's why they behave like this. It's spells, man.
What ingenious people?
Reset up.
What would we call ourselves ingenious people?
No, we're Israelites.
Israelites.
We're the children of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov.
Yep.
We're the people of the Bible, the holy people.
Bani
That's who we are.
Yashara.
I'll tell you because he has to understand that we migrated into Africa. We migrated into the continent from Roman persecution and even prior to that.
That's right.
Because we were always had an infinity with that land,
That's
that
right.
continent.
That's
because
right.
we were slaves there.
That's right.
We were slaves for the Egyptians.
That's right.
So we always had a knowledge of that land. That's why we always kept running in there. If you check Yahweh Shai, the one who walked with Jesus Christ,
That's
he was a
right.
black man. When Herod came down to kill off all the Israelite children, where did Joseph flee to?
Feed into Egypt.
Exactly. They went to Egypt. Because why? Because you had a lot of our people in those lands still. Because when you go to the book of Jeremiah, you had Jeremiah ran into Egypt because the kings in Judah wanted to kill him.
That's right.
So he ran into Egypt because
right.
our people was also in Egypt still. All right. So like I was saying, we migrated into that land, Africa, North Africa, West Africa, East Africa, South Africa. We migrate all in that land, okay? Because of the dispersing of our people, because of slaveries, we always ran into that continent, fleeing for succor, all right? From persecution. But we're not related to the Somalians, the Ethiopians. We're not the same people. Those people are Cushites, Hamites,
Ethiopians.
all right, if you check the people of Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone,
That's right.
Cameroon, Angola,
That's right.
Uganda,
That's
they're
right.
the same elk of people. They're Israelite. They're
That's
one
right.
people, one blood, right? Sierra Leone, Guinea, one blood.
Congo.
Now if you see the Ethiopian, the Somalian, they're different. Those are Hamites, Cushites. We're not of the same blood, the same lineage, all right? But even though some more people want to say Ghana, Congo, we're one people. We're just scattered, according to what the Bible says. Okay? You have to understand the Bible is real. We are the people of the Bible. Okay? You must understand that. We're not black. Because
How
when
many
it
years
shows
ago was that written? How many years ago it's written? And what it says in the Bible is actually
Come to pass, yeah.
How can that be, man? You know what I'm saying?
It's a spirit of prophecy.
it's living waters.
That's right.
No one can ever tell me that ain't real. You've got to be dumb, you've got to be pretty stupid. You see, we're talking about like people plane flying in the sky.
That's right, the chariots.
What's happening in this day and time. You know what I'm saying? How could that prophesy all them things like that? Even that, like I said to you already, that King Daniel
Prophecy.
was it Nebuchadnezzar?
Yep.
He foretold that dream. All the different empires and all this shit.
Or the statue, yeah.
So then what happened? All these ancient kingdoms were real. They're real, they existed. Right? They all existed. But now continue, go to the word white. Go to white now.
Yeah.
That's synonym for the word white. Impeccable, innocent, pure, sinless.
Say what?
Sinless. Sinless. Are you mad? And here we go. Sinless.
Wait. It says sinless.
Sinless.
So he's trying to say that the man of sin
The man of perdition is
sinless.
sinless. Yeah.
I'm not surprised.
Babylon confusion, man.
See how this deceit? Again, you see how Esau has deceived the world?
To believe in a lie.
Virtuous, immaculate, spotless, unblemished, unstained, unsullied, ethical, good, honest, honorable.
Ethical, you know.
Wait. So they're trying to say that
Ethical.
white people are good and honest? You're trying to say these people are good and honest? Wait a minute, so you're taking the color white and you've now stigmatized that to another ethnic group of people. And you said these people are white. These people are clean. Again, it's just casting a spell. So now you're looking at these people, the same murderers, rapists, pedophiles, child molesters, they're now seen as the gentleman, Captain America.
The nobles.
Okay,
yeah, exactly.
the ladies' man.
Exactly.
Superheroes,
Yeah. The Thor.
Superheroes for.
All of them. Apart from Black Panthers.
You know,
Black Panthers, you had it.
You know what I mean? Well, let me get this. This is Proverbs chapter 11.
What's that?
Proverbs chapter 11, verse 18. The wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. Right? Now listen. It says, Proverbs 12, verse 5. The thoughts of the righteous are right, but the counsels of the wicked are deceit. Right? Verse 20. Deceit is in the hearts of them that imagine evil,
That's right.
but to the counselors of peace is joy.
There you go.
So the main job of the wicked is deceit.
That's right.
Wicked, yeah?
So all of this is deceit. Right? Now watch this. This is Revelations chapter 12 verse 9. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world.
That's right.
He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Now, it said the devil and Satan would deceive the whole world. Now, we all know that a serpent is not going to go around the whole world deceiving people. Snakes don't do that. That's logic. So we know this is a metaphor, a dark saying that must be interpreted. It's talking about the so-called white man, basically. He's the devil and Satan. Because it said that the serpent was the devil and Satan. That old serpent, going back to Genesis.
Exactly.
That deceived the woman. That was talking about the wicked back then. We had a wicked nation of people.
That's right.
That led Adam and Eve astray from keeping the ways of the Most High.
The Lord's statutes and commandments
Right?
at that time.
So the wicked is here right now. And who is that? The Edomites.
That's right.
I mean, even with the Indians, and they say, oh, they come with pork tongue and
You
all
say
that.
white man speak with
Yeah,
fork
there you
tongue,
go.
yeah.
See, I was
That's
talking
a
about
spirit,
that.
yeah.
Remember, I was talking about it.
Imagine they didn't believe the Bible, nothing. They didn't know nothing about the Bible. That's what they were saying.
I'm not too sure about that though, because there's evidence that suggests that they did know about the Bible.
They did
The
know
Decalogue
their Hebrew
stone.
custom, yeah.
Yeah, the Decalogue stone and there's other items that prove that they knew the
Yeah,
scripture.
in Mexico.
Precept?
Hold on, this brother got something. Hold on.
This is Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favoured harlot,
You see that?
the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth the nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Yeah.
Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face.
That's right.
And I will show the nations thy nakedness, and
Right.
the kingdoms thy shame. Like what this brother's doing here.
That's right.
Right, so what's that talking about? Nahum is talking about America. The nakedness of America is being seen. That America is founded upon witchcraft.
That's
okay,
right.
masonry, right? The Freemasonries,
That's right.
and also it's been all the lies that's come out about America. Right? So the nakedness of America is being seen, like this, how it was founded upon slavery,
Yep.
the slaughtering of our brothers, the indigenous people of America.
That's right.
All of this now is being seen. The Lord is uncovering the nakedness of America. And it said,
And who's he doing it through? So to cut you profits.
That's right. That's
Even
right.
the lies here as well.
That's
being
what he's doing
uncovered
it
as
through.
well.
You're not going to get this information anywhere in the
Anywhere.
world.
you're not going to get this at church.
Anywhere in the world.
Right?
Well,
You're gonna
South
get this in the
Africa,
streets.
All over the world.
Yeah, you get through the prophet,
Right.
but nowhere else.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right, but what the point is talking about, get the witchcraft. Read that again.
That again, yeah. Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favoured harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft.
Right. Because
See it there? See the witchcraft behind you?
That's right.
Right behind you, brother.
That's right. You can't see that
Right here. You can't see this.
feminine. Yeah.
It's a man, brother.
Yeah. That's right.
See the witchcraft there? Right there. It's everywhere, man.
J-Kess.
Might as well not be a Jake.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it could be a ham.
Might as well call them Edomites.
There you go.
He's got
Cast them as an
he's
evil.
got a dark color.
That's a man.
Some people are destroyed, man.
Luck
Might as well
right.
call them Edomites. There's no difference.
When I was a boy, I grew up in an area where, for instance, the Millwall football team
Right.
was right at my
The
door.
wickedness
Right.
and
Not talking now, we're talking 1980s.
Right.
You know what they used to tell me?
Go on.
They used to call me names.
Yeah.
I won't say the name.
Yeah.
This is wicked, man.
They used to say, listen,
This is too wicked. It's too the wicked.
you may know that we call you this name,
Right.
but if you had power or if you had influence,
Right.
you would start becoming superior.
Oh, they told you that.
Now, Now, even as a boy, I was very clever, and I knew there was an element of truth,
Truth
to
in
what
what
they
they
were
said.
saying.
Yeah.
But because they were using it also as an excuse,
Yeah.
truthfully as well.
Yeah.
So what I'll say to you is this:
Oh.
some of this is cool, but somebody who is half black, half white,
Right.
I'm 50% black, 50% white.
Right.
That's real. You can't be 50% something and say you're not that.
Where's your dad from?
Huh?
Where's your dad from?
My dad's from the Pearl of Africa, East Africa,
What part of Africa?
Uganda.
You're Israelite.
I'm not Israelite.
You are.
Wow.
Maybe that's like a Chinese person saying I'm not Chinese.
No.
You are an Israelite. You say you don't want to believe it.
No, it's not that I don't believe it. Even if I was an Israelite,
Right.
I'm not going to start now saying, you know what? I'm an Israelite.
Okay, all right.
I'm now God's chosen.
Okay.
Well,
all right.
that's an Israelite.
See?
So you just call yourself Israelite?
So, yeah, but no, get what I'm saying.
I hear what you're saying.
Did the white man say to me? He said, if you were in the place of authority or in the place of power, through religion, through history, through the sword, through whatever it is, you would make yourself, I'm superior.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm God's chosen. I'm this. The first men were not monkeys. The first men were like like Adam, and so black.
So basically, what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
It's obvious what I'm trying to say.
Basically, trying to say
So
that.
what I'm trying to say is that every human being is racist because they say,
Well, God's racist.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so,
You're God's
and
racist.
so that's what the white man says. Also, God's racist.
Yeah.
When I went to the Christian church, what words you're gonna say to me?
He's not Christian.
That is exactly
Listen.
what the Christians said to me
listen.
or somebody else.
In every kingdom that's ever existed, there was always. Now listen.
It's bigger than Christian.
Listen. Every kingdom that's ever been erected on planet Earth, there's always been one people over all the rest.
That's right.
And the kingdom of heaven is going to be no different.
That's
You know what I'm gonna do?
It's always been like
I'm
that.
gonna do this. The Black Power were militant. They weren't just political, they were militant.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that. But you know what else I'm gonna do? Because I'm half white, I'm gonna do this, bro.
But let them do that. But when our deliverer comes, we're going to put a foot in each one.
I'm gonna say it straight. Both these and both that are fucking fucked up, mate. I'm telling you.
Well, that's you, man. You see what I'm saying?
Thank you. Exactly. Because I'm the needle in the haystack. That's what I am.
That's exactly what you
I'm
are.
the needle.
That's saying. Yeah, that's saying.
He's lost, man.
You win.
No, you win.
You win. Because there's 7 billion other people like you, so you win.
I got a precept.
The second he came up with that, I knew he was
I know, yeah, he's bugged.
going off.
Yeah.
He's coming with that. We're all human beings. We've all got 2 eyes and 2 ears, and blood running through our veins. That's the philosophy of the world, man.
He's pushing New World Order. That's it.
Huh?
He's pushing New World Order.
Yeah, he's pushing that New World Order shit, and you don't realize it. He doesn't really. It's all part of his mind. He's been raised up in that philosophy, man. He's drunken with the wine. Remember the brother just read the mystery of witchcraft?
Yeah, that's
read
right.
that again.
Yeah,
read that again.
And also, that's what I want to say that that's really good about how Antioch said we all one people.
Yeah,
That's the mindset.
exactly.
That's right.
See, remember I read. Was you here when I read that the Maccabees? Antiochus Epiphanes said that we should all be one people. The Greek, he was the king of Greece at the time. We're going to. Read that again.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favoured harlot, the mistress of witchcraft, that selleth nations through her whoredoms, and families through her witchcraft.
Exactly. So you have to understand the powers that be. They have a new age religion. The new age religion is basically doing as thou wilt, love and acceptance. So obviously that guy came up in the spirit of we're all one people pretty much. We're all human beings. So that's the spirit of love and acceptance. Doesn't matter your ethnicity. That's that effeminate homosexual love.
It kinda is, yeah.
That homo love.
It kind of is. The needle in a haystack.
You know the reason why he come and said that?
Yeah.
Because he was saying, look, there's this one over there, this one over there. And I was like, where? I couldn't even
He
tell the
doesn't
difference.
understand the black and white.
And
Yeah.
he
He
saw
doesn't know
the
basic.
guy dressed up as a man. You know what I mean? That's why
Yeah.
he come made that statement.
Right.
Basically, that's why
Yeah.
he come made that statement.
Yeah.
I was
Right.
thinking that, oh,
Yeah,
right. You know what I
the
mean?
demon spirit
He's
leaped on
probably
him.
got bummed by his friends and that, you know what I'm saying?
This brother got a piece of.
Psalms
Hear what he says.
83 and 4, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation.
That's right.
That the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
That's right.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
That's right.
They are confederate against thee.
That's
Yeah,
right.
so there's an agenda. They said that they've taken crafty counsel against
That's right.
the Lord's people to make their name no more in remembrance. This is why we can't remember the fact that we're Israelites, man. People don't identify so-called black people as being Israelites. They just look at us like we're just the Africans, or the niggas, or Jamaicans, or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
no one acknowledges us as being God's chosen people.
Right.
This is why we gotta fight these different demons out. When we come out here, we gotta
that
fight
was a
our
demon,
people
man. That was-
to let them know they're Israelites.
Yep.
They speak evil about us. They say, oh, they speak evil that we're perverting other black people. We're here out of love. When we come out here,
This
we
is
come here
love.
because we love our people.
You know what it is as well? Like, it's
Also,
not
as
in
well,
the
them-
people
them
to
got a
show
right-
Hold on, this brother's
what's gonna
speaking.
happen. We're not in the people to show what's really happening out there. So try and make a difference. You know what I'm saying? Because as you say, this new world order is definitely gonna go through. So for people to like know what's gonna happen and like try and do something about it before it starts happening. Not like, but I was telling you like chat to you, you know, and also people I knew, and like I see them like that, like white bars and stuff. Don't think I ain't seen it, but you didn't say nothing to them. They see me, and that kind of.
Forget Akazar.
You know, it kind of like, I looked at it and I thought, you know what? Exactly what I was saying. But I believe in something, man. I know it's God, right? But I believe in something. But you know what? I know me, I know now. I just want to make sure. That's hello, I'm not much hello, and that's the guy. But I see at the end of the day, that guy will never know more than me. You know what I'm saying? You know?
Well, let me just get some because you said something quite potent. You said that whatever it is that you believe in. This is John chapter 4, verse 24. The Most High is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth. So there's a truth of the Most High. So you can't worship him however you might think, Allah or whatever. There's a truth of it. And that's what the Most High wants you to acknowledge. He wants you to acknowledge his truth. Now, I'm just going to go through 3 scriptures. This is Isaiah.
You know what? I was really got to do shopping before like, because I was looking over this kind of market.
Let me just bring this out. This is Isaiah 48 verse 1. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel, and are come forth out of the waters of Judah, which swear by the name of Yahweh, and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth, nor in righteousness.
Maybe some of those should be
You got to make mention of the Most High in truth. You see what I'm saying? But not in truth. 48 verse 1. Hear ye this, O house of Jacob, which are called by the name of Israel. It's where the Israelites. There's a man called Israel, or Yashar, which means he is a prince of God. So we're princes of the Most High, we're the sons of God. And are come forth out of the waters of Judah, right? We swear by the name of Yahweh and make mention of the God of Israel, but not in truth, nor in righteousness. So there's a truth of the Most High, right? And this is Daniel's 7, verse 9. I beheld, meaning I saw, till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit. That's the Most High, the Ancient of Days. Whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like pure wool. Most High had woolly hair, bushy hair. His throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. So first, you know, the Ancient of Days, or the Most High, he's a black man. When you go in the Bible, it's our book. They're going to set up images of white people. Again, to deceive them. So again, the truth, because who's lied to us? Who's turned the truth of the Most High into a lie? The white man. So our job is to, that's in order for us to be saved, we need to acknowledge the truth. Okay? So this is the truth, man. Lamentations 5 verse 10. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. Famine meaning no food. So our melanin gets darker. Our skin was black like an oven because of the terrible famine. So our melanin got even darker. So we know that's not the white man. But yeah, but you know, but going to what you're saying, you know Malcolm X, or no, Martin Luther King, when he made that great speech about the mountaintop.
Leading in the wrong direction. I was leading in the wrong direction, but no, that's not the way. That speech you're talking about, that one there.
Yeah, the one where he said, I've been to the mountaintop, I look over the mountain, you've seen the promised land. I might not get there with you, but we as a people,
bears come soon.
telling our people that they're the Israelites. The next day, they found them dead. See, so you have to understand this is the truth. You know what I mean? So you must learn this truth before the end comes. Yeah? Because when our Savior comes back, He's going to save us from the hand of all them that hate us. You understand? We have enemies. And this is why I said Luke. This is Luke. But listen closely.
That's crazy.
This is Luke. Luke 1, verse 68, right? Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. He has visited and redeemed his people by Yahushua, right? And have raised up an horn of salvation for us in the house of his servant David, which is our Lord Yahushua. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began, that we should be saved from our enemies and from the hand of all that hate us, to perform the mercy promised to our fathers, and to remember his holy covenant, the oath which he swore to our father Abraham.
When he promised through Abraham's seed that he's going to, what is it? Through Abraham's seed.
Give us a land flowing with milk and honey.
Yes.
Look to the east, the south, the west, and the north. The Lord will give us that land to his seed, which is the us. Right? It says that he will grant unto us that we, being delivered out of the hand of our enemies, might serve him without fear, in holiness and in righteousness before him all the days of our life. So that day will come, man. But first we must start from believing and, you know, asking for repentance. And obviously, brother like you, yeah? Right now, you remember you talk about the beard? Man, you have to grow this, man. You must grow it.
You get no more bumps.
Yeah. So let your lion grow, let your power grow.
So it's cut you. Keep coming to listen to this, bro.
That's right.
That's what you
That's right.
Because this right here, this is Greek custom. Greek custom.
You know, and they said that part in there as well. But for 500 years we should be slaves now. I think it was twice mentioned that in the Bible. 500 years we should be slaves. I know David was one of them. And I don't know at the time
The ancient Egyptians.
Israelites.
Says the conjugation of the dead.
Was it the Israelites?
Let me get to Genesis chapter 14, verse 13. And he said unto Abraham, right? Know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
That's right.
And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge.
Yeah.
And afterwards shall they come out with great substance.
That's
So
right.
the same applies now.
That's
There will be
right.
another exodus where people will be delivered out of all the lands that we've been scattered to, the elect of our people, right? And that nation that we serve, the Most High will judge them.
That's right.
Esau will be judged. The white man will not escape. You understand?
Go and get some of that.
So this one,
Obadiah.
the scripture says, he that killeth with a sword
Jeremiah
must
49.
be killed with a sword, man. He that leadeth into captivity must go into captivity. This is the, let me read it, man. Let me bring out the sword. Revelation 13 verse 9.
it out.
If any man have an ear, let him hear.
Here.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of us.
Same.
Patient.
Patiently wait for this to happen. We're looking for judgment, man.
That's right.
You know, that's what a man look for. Not to join hands with the wicked and divide the spoil with the proud. You understand? Yeah, man. So, but it's been too much time, man. So,
But listen, I'm going to have to go, man.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Yeah.
You know, I'll see you again. Trust me, I'll see you again.
Love, brother. Yeah.
No, William. That's not going to start.
No, do what you say, brother. But come back. Because
Every Monday.
this is for you. Come back.
Monday.